Okay, here we have I'm feeling it's a bit dark down there. Okay, we have GELS. Let's see what's going on with it. GLS is up 418%. What could be behind this strength that GELS is showing? Let's find out. No news so far. I haven't repaired this pane that is missing here. Okay. So thanks for joining. Let me know what you think. Yeah. Yeah. We're looking at a couple of stocks. PLTR is there, GELS is there. Drop a comment and let's talk about what's going on right now. GELS, I'm trying to find out what is behind this huge spike. It has just printed. Or it is printing now. Yeah, thanks. Subscribe, like, share, leave a thumbs up. Let's get going. Okay, GELS, I haven't found any news, but we could still find out anyway. We could still try to find out, or maybe later on in the session we'll find out. Right now it has it's up a massive what is it, what we're talking about here, massive 422.222%. Let's have a look. This is the 1 minute chart. Yes, not so active as such. Let's see. I want to see your comments as well. So I'm just going to open up where I can see the comments. Yeah. Let's see comments. Okay, once you comment, I'll see it. Yeah, so GELS is adding more gains, now up 436.67%. It's hard to see what can be done. Okay, let me see. I'll have to go to the 1 hour chart, 1 minute chart on our trading view, and that way we can find what the projections are like. But I mean, I think one should expect the stock to be pulling back. Yeah, it should expect. Okay, here we have it has actually printed even higher highs. It has printed as much as we have as much as it's currently trading at 478. It has actually printed up to 5.25. Yeah, so those are still some upper projections we have here. 5.25 for $5.25 for GLS. Yeah, that's what's going on right now. Okay, yeah, subscribe. Thank you very much for joining. Drop a comment and we'll see what's going on. Yeah, okay, your comments are not there yet. Yeah, okay, let's see. We have Palantir as well. Let's have a look and see what's going on with it. Yesterday it wasn't that there wasn't much about it, but today we can find out if anything's going on. Okay, let's see. Palantir, it's not loading up here. Okay, Palantir is up 1.34%, not a lot. Yeah, okay, we have here on Palantir upper projections. We have let's see, upper projection that were in play earlier on. We have 92.54, 92.49, 92.39, 92.06, 92.09, 92.15. All of these are on its 1 minute chart. Let's jump down to the 4 minute chart. Yeah, thanks for joining this live session. Drop a comment. If you want us to have a look at any stock, please do so. Here on Palantir 4-hour chart, what do we have? We have it's 6.69 downward projection, 89, and then everything is a downward projection on Palantir at the moment. But just a few hours ago we had upper projections. We had 130.33, 124.39. I'm talking about Palantir right now. 124.39, 114.78, 79.09. Yeah, okay, those are downward projections. 79.09 79.09, 82.82, 86.69. Oh, hi, hello. Oh, I don't know why it's up. I'm trying to find out why. Maybe after some time the news might come out, but so far nothing there yet. Yeah, nothing there yet. It's printed even higher highs. Currently trading at $4 or something like that. It's currently trading at 4.68. It actually printed 5.27 at some point. Yeah. I don't exactly know whether it's a low float stock. We can find out about that. GELS. Let's see where it's safe. What the float is. Let's see. Yeah, it's a low float stock. And another thing we need to find out is where's it incorporated? Is it a US company? Because we know a lot of things that are happening of late with some stocks. Some of them are very dodgy, very dodgy. Sometimes you can get a rock pool. So yeah, at some point gain of 520%, printed up to 5.58. Okay, it's an Australian company. This is an Australian company. What does it do? We don't exactly know yet what it does. It's a biotech company. It focuses on the developmental and commercialization of white label gel-based delivery solutions for prescription drugs. Yeah, that's what's going on with GLS. Okay, before now we were looking at PLTR. Yeah, what's going on with it? Okay, a few hours ago PLTR had very highly ambitious upper projections, but now it doesn't have them anymore based on this 4-hour chart. Let's see whether there was any news yesterday. There may have been some news. Let's see. Okay, we'll find out if there's anything about PLTR later on. Let's move on to other things. Okay, so next stock will be Next one will be SLI. SLI, let's find out what's going on with SLI. SLI, Standard Lithium. Thanks for joining. Leave a thumbs up. Let's see what's going on here with Standard Lithium. Yeah, spiked all the way towards in this pre-market session, all the way towards 2.39. This will be the 52-week high, I think. 2.39. Okay, let's see. It's just a 1 minute chart. We can have a look at the 1 hour chart. Yeah, 2.85 intraday high. The price channel expanded because of that spike. Standard Lithium trying to retest those high, 2.85 or thereabouts. Yeah, extrapolation is to the upside. High prices are projected for SLI, but let's see whether we can find any news. Smackover Lithium's Southwest Arkansas project received special designation as a priority transparency critical mineral project from the Trump administration. Okay, so it's one of its projects received a special designation as a priority transparency critical mineral project from the current US administration. So based on this 4-hour chart, we have downward projection all the way down to 1.73. That is what's going on. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Next stock is HOLO. Okay, HOLO is showed some strength, I think, in this pre-market session. Okay, I think it was yesterday, but yeah. HOLO is up 23.77% in this pre-market session. Okay, this hasn't reflected that yet. Let me have a look at the 1 hour chart. You may have it. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, so yeah, HOLO is showing some strength, but not it's actually lost some of the gains. It's picked up in this pre-market session. We had a couple of projections for HOLO, but I need to dig them out, dig them up. So here, let's see, we have some here on the charts. We have this is the 4-hour, this is the 1-hour chart. We have some projections here. We have oh, you won't believe it, projections. Oh yeah, remember that HOLO is got a reverse split, so it's trading higher prices now. We have 15.09. Now we have, what do we have? We have 13.41, 11.47, 10.26, 14.78. Okay, let's see what is going on with MLGO. MLGO rallied up to 14.48 and still holding some gains. Okay, MLGO is just up a modest 6.24%. Thanks for joining this live session. Okay, let's move on to NVDA, see what's going on. NVIDIA is up 1.2%. Just some days ago, Chamat was questioning the loyalty of NVIDIA, citing the fact that 47% of its revenue comes from China. Yeah, NVIDIA up 1.22% in this pre-market session. Yeah, thanks for joining. Let us know what you think. We're looking at NVIDIA. NVIDIA is up 1.2% now. Okay, let's see whether there's any fresh news apart from old ones. Okay, this is quite old. NVIDIA must now show a license to export its H20 AI chips to various locations, including China, due to new US restrictions. The H20 chips and $15 billion in 2024. Yeah, it is those chips that are a bit quite suspicious. Those chips, you know. Chamat was pointing out that even though it met the regulations, the US regulations from the previous administration, but many of them have gone to various locations in Asia, suspecting that they may have been shipped to China from those locations. So yeah, that's an issue. And obviously that will weigh heavily on NVIDIA's stock price, because it has to find a way to cover. It has to find a way to make up for that, but the potential loss of, you're looking at the $15 billion. It made $15 billion from selling those H20 chips to various locations, including China. And there's a good chance that all the other locations that are not Chinese locations may have eventually gone to China as well. So in his video, Chamat was wondering why all of a sudden, anytime there's any advancement, suddenly Alibaba DeepSeek comes up with something phenomenal, so it doesn't add up, so it has to be that's, according to him, it has to be that they are indeed actually getting some of these chips that there are ways. It's not a secret. It's been pointed out that maybe NVIDIA, or it may be NVIDIA, or it may be some customers who are going around the regulation, and they are taking advantage of what's going on. Go around the regulation and then maybe buy the chips from NVIDIA and eventually take it to China. That's probably one of the things. So it's either NVIDIA is involved, or some of their customers are circumventing the rule. But you can't completely exonerate NVIDIA. You can't it's not because, as it is now, NVIDIA must know who it is selling those chips to. So you can't just feign ignorance. You're not selling biscuits. Just put it out there, put it in a vending machine and go out there. So you have to know. You surely know who you're selling those chips to. So NVIDIA has some things to account for in that regard. Yeah. Yeah, NVIDIA is okay. Let's see now. We have some news here. Let's see what it's saying about NVIDIA. Indeed, a couple of other stocks as well. Let's see what's going on. Okay, NVIDIA up 1.2% after falling 4.5% yesterday. The leading maker of chips for AI applications last week disclosed that the export of its H20 AI chips to China will require a US government license in the future. Reuters reported on Monday that China's Huawei Technologies plans to begin mass shipping of its advanced 910C AI Chinese AI chip to Chinese customers as early as next month. Okay, yeah. Let's see how it goes. So yeah, as things stand right now on NVIDIA, we have on this 4-hour chart, 1 hour chart as a matter of fact, we have $100.65 upper projection, 102.79, 104.12. Those are the projections on this on the 1 hour chart for NVIDIA. We can come down to the daily chart and see what's going on. On the 4-hour chart. Yeah, thanks for joining the session. Okay, on the 4-hour chart, what do we have? We have here we just have one projection, and it's an upper 103.24 so far. Weakness is expected to remain in place up till Wednesday. But from Wednesday as well, it will equally begin to pick up strength in a very short time up till Monday the 28th. So It's expected that higher highs may come in. It's expected that some rebound may occur in the very short time, so the 21 period moving average on NVDA is projecting lower prices, yet those prices are still higher than the current price, because obviously the stock is trading below all of its moving averages right now, so the projections it's projecting are still higher than its current price right now. So let's see how it goes. Broadly speaking, there isn't still any trading opportunity hasn't come up yet. Some rotation are gradually picking up, but nothing concrete yet has come up yet. Okay, let's have a look at SMCI. Naturally, that will be the next. Yes, thanks for joining this live session. Okay, SMCI is up 1.29%. Yeah. Okay, here on a SMCI on its 4-hour chart. Okay, there are a couple of projections. They are quite ambitious. We have 39.8, 43.46, 45.73. High prices are not really projected. Yeah, at the moment we have from tomorrow, high prices are projected up till Friday the 25th, and then after that we may see some decline. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see what they're saying about SMCI here. Okay, Supermicro is a total IT solution manufacturer for AI, ML, cloud, HPC, storage, and 5G/edge technologies. SMCI's rack, scale, plug and play total AI and IT solutions, especially the deep learning and LLM optimized ones are based on NVIDIA's HGX-H100 gaining substantial traction. SMCI's servers are optimized for NVIDIA's high-performance graphics. NVIDIA's GPUs, including the flagship Blackwell. This platform is expected to power the next generation of AI clusters and hyper-scale data centers, providing SMCI with a profitable growth avenue. SMCI's liquid-cooled server solutions are gaining momentum as they address the power and thermal challenges pertaining to large-scale AI workloads. It focuses on modular and rack scale solutions. Rack scale solutions also. Its focus on modular and rack scale solutions also enables customers to scale efficiently, driving repeat business and boosting customer retention. SMCI currently yeah. So that's what's going on with SMCI, currently up 1.25%. Let's see what's going on. So next one is Apple. Apple is let's see what's going on with it. Yeah, Apple is up 0.86%. Let's quickly see if there's anything going on. Okay, some news there for Apple. Apple suppliers in China face earnings hit on iPhone shipments for market talk. Okay, Citi lowers earnings forecast for Apple's Chinese suppliers on expectations for lower iPhone shipments. Citi expects global iPhone shipments to decline 1% in 2025 to 226 million due to the anticipated slowdown in the world economy before recovering slightly to 232 million in 2026. It has yet to focus in the possibility that Apple might raise iPhone retail prices to pass tariff costs on to customers, although suppliers will not pay tariffs themselves or accept although suppliers would not pay tariffs themselves. Yes, that's the case. Tariffs are not going to be paid by suppliers. It will be Apple that will pay the tariffs. Because the suppliers will bring the phones, the delivery, and they will ship it to, obviously if they are in China, they once they ship, they're not, obviously the gates will be open for them in China to get the phones out. It is when it gets to the US, then Apple is charged the tariffs, and Apple, for the goods to come into Apple's custody, Apple has to pay. So although suppliers will not pay tariffs themselves or accept price cuts to share the tariff cost burden, the analysts still think their profitability will be hit. Though Apple product shipments will weigh on utilization rates, and tariff shifts could cause production disruption. According to Citi, Citi lowers 2025 net profit estimates for AAC Technology and Cal E Holdings by 14% and 10% respectively. Let's see what with these stocks are they US, are they trading in the US? Let's see. AAC Technology. No, they're not. BYD Electronic. BYD Electronic. Let's see. Yeah, I think BYD is BYD Electronic. It is trading. Yeah, but not active at the moment. Let's have a look at the 2-week chart and see. BYD IF. Let's see here. BYD IF. By the Electronic International Co. Limited. Yeah, so BYD, I think it's the same BYD. Maybe it's one of its offshoots. Okay, let's see what's going on. It's on its 4-hour charts, it's quite bearish. Yeah, quite bearish. Here we have what do we have? We have downward projections and upper projections. We have upper projection of 4.48, 5.07. 4.48, 4.84, 5.07, but there are also downward projections 0.855 and even way much lower downward projections for BYD Electronic, an Apple supplier. It's an OTC stock. Yeah, that's why it's good to sometimes have a read of what's going on. AAPL. Okay, that's what's going on. Some more stuff might have popped up for Apple. Yeah, some news here. Let's see, not ready yet. So let's get the projections for Apple on this 4-hour chart. I think they're all of them are yeah, nothing bullish, no upper projections on this 4-hour chart. We have 165.56, 170.42, 178.27. Yeah. Next one is Tesla. Let's see what's going on with Tesla. Tesla is up 0.58%. Yeah, as things stand right now on its 4-hour chart, just like much of the Mark 7 stocks, weakness is projected. A bottom is expected to print, a short-term bottom expected to print by tomorrow in the post-market session. Yeah, sometime today, maybe at maybe early tomorrow morning, a bottom is expected to print. So tomorrow's session, we're expecting to see high prices for Tesla. We are looking at yeah, momentum expected to spike, maybe post markets in the, maybe after the, okay, in other words, I think it's expecting that the earnings will be good for Tesla. So high prices are projected. Let's see whether we have any projections. We have everything here on this 4-hour chart as things stand right now are bullish projections. We have 278.88, 296.07, 306.68. Yeah, let's see what the news is. Yeah, yesterday lost 5.8%. Okay, next is Amazon. Amazon is up 0.82%. Yeah, thanks for joining this live session. Amazon is up 0.86%. Lower prices are projected. Yeah. Goldman Sachs adjust price target on Amazon to 220 from 255. Maintains buy rating. Let's see. European data center exposed stocks. Slide on the mode pause in Amazon lease stocks. Okay, on Amazon, what do we have? We have one upper projection, 168.88, down projections 161.41, 156.79. Yeah, let's move on to the next one is Google. Let's see what's going on with Google is up 0.63%. Yeah, thanks for joining this live session. Let's see what's going on with Google. We can get projections. First of all, we have upper projections. Okay, downward projections first. 146.13, 148.74. Upper projections 158.86, 164.57, 168.11. In a video I just uploaded a few hours ago, I was pointing out that the dollar is weakening right now. There's every indication that Google may be benefiting from that. You can just have a look at the chart and see. Let's see. Thanks for joining. So the dollar is plunging. The dollar is showing weakness. This is the 4-hour chart. Which if we have a look at on the daily chart, you will get an idea of what we're talking about here. It's coming down from the highs of 0.97. It printed down. This is its 52-week high. I want to believe 0.9759. It printed on early to mid December, and since that time it's declining. So Europeans are finding it easy to they can buy more dollars now. So if Google charges them, they can pay their bills much more comfortably. So it bodes well for Google. So of course, currency economics is something else. It's some people's cup of tea, some people's cup of vinegar. So it depends on which side you're looking at. So right now we're looking at Google, a beneficiary of this. So the euro, the dollar is depreciating. They can buy more dollars now. And they might be willing to pay more if the services are become cheaper. Then they may be inclined to pay more. And over this period, over the whole of this last quarter, the quarter that ended just in March, there's a good chance that they may have been inclined to pay for more services. Take advantage of the weaker dollar. To maybe prolong their ads or add more ads or other things they get from Google. Obviously Google as well has cloud services, and AI applications that they can use. So you and I know very well the Google is it's all this as well. They are making money. So the point of all of this is that the weaker dollar may be benefiting Google, but indeed also there are other issues. There's regular antitrust issues in Europe constantly. They're trying to hack away at a dollar. Of course, recently we also heard in the US they're trying to get them to spin off Chrome, citing antitrust and all that stuff over there. And in terms of also quantum computing, they're pursuing they're doing their best to make sure that the next 5 years, which is when it's expected that real world applications concerning quantum computing will begin to materialize. That they want to make sure that they don't they're not caught napping like they were caught with AI. They initiated the AI drive, machine learning. I remember years ago, machine learning, they were talking about it, and people really couldn't grasp what they were talking about. And it's machine learning. It's from there that the large language models were trained. It's where ChatGPT, OpenAI, it is all those things that Google did, that they used to go and drop their own logic, their own programs to start training on the data on the internet, and then even training on Google's data, Google's internet data and all that. So this time around they're trying their best not to be caught napping, as it concerns quantum computing. And we know last year or thereabout, when all of this when there was some buzz concerning their quantum chip, HOLO, yes, and then the stock got a huge boost. Stock got a huge boost then. Yeah, that was it. That was then, as it began to spike. It's from this is Google. Sometime around here, that was when the buzz began, and we saw it print all the way towards 207.39. So let's come back to Palantir and see what's going on. Let's start with GELS. Yes. Hold the right back to low float. Yes. And then again, maybe the pump begins again. Maybe the volatility may resume again, and then they may pump it up, and then who knows, do a rug pull. They may pump it up and then do a rug pull, but maybe maybe not a rug pull that the sort of rug pull we have seen on FMTO, JYD. Those sort of rug pulls are very bad, very bad, very destructive, and it doesn't. If they do that, then obviously people are going to lose money. People will lose money, and it's not pretty at all. And they will lose their reputation completely, But we've seen this. You may have been watching HOLO now for maybe the best part of I think maybe since 2022 or thereabout, or 2023. So it doesn't have that history of raw pools, but it does spike, not a one-day spike, like several days. We saw it then, spike all the way towards $61. So we saw it do that, and then gradually declined, and but it wasn't a raw pool, it was just a gradual decay. That I think that's acceptable, that's natural. But you don't whoever is behind all of those things, if it's the company or through its agents and all those kind of things, not great at all. It's not great. So, but the fact that there's a low float is going to imply a couple of things. They are probably going to raise more funds, do some things. HOLO is not exactly known for being a wholesome company in that regard, with regard to what looks like manipulation of its stocks, of its stock. So we're still with GELS. It is up 443%. It was actually higher than this before now. Printed, okay, as a matter of fact, not very long ago, it just printed on a new high of 6.14. So we're talking, this will be a gain of this will be several times. We're talking about more than 500%. Yeah, more than 500% for GLS. We haven't found any news behind this spike, but surely you should expect the stock to pull back. We can have a look at it. Okay, this is its daily chart. We'll see what's going on its 1 minute chart. It might give us an idea of the sort of downward projections we should be looking out for. Okay, let's see. This is the daily chart. This is 1 minute chart for GELS. Let's see what we have. We have no doubt. Okay, 5.08. 5.08 is an upper projection. So it hasn't calculated anything yet on the 1 minute chart as it concerns downward projections. Let's have a look at the 2 minute chart. We're looking for downward projections. Let's see whether we can see anything there. Let's see downward projections. Let's see. Okay, we don't have any yet, but you know what? One thing we can do. We have a longer duration chart. We can use the 4-hour chart. We can come here and have a look at everything is so massively up now. We can have a look at okay, let's quickly see what it's indicating. Downward projection of 1.16. that's okay. Yeah. Let's see, we can find a trading range. We'll find a trading range. This 4-hour range, what the range is. We can add the market grid. You see that it's going to indicate, yeah, you can see now this is where the market grid is. It recognizes that some expansion has happened, but no, it's not talking about this. It's saying maybe you shouldn't even be, you shouldn't at this sort of levels, you should have come out. But if you're still there, you should be out now. It should be out. So even from this sort of level for 1.65, it has already started warning you. You should be out. You should be out. You know. So I can also notice that it's trying to expand a bit to meet up or catch up with that expansion up there. You know. So let's see now. Because the market hasn't opened yet. This is our best bet. Yeah, it is indeed reflecting what's going on right now. So we have ranges between 1.24 and 1.86. You know, so it has already exceeded this the topmost resistance of 1.86. So this is the price where, you know, this is the overdrive. I mean, you could say the external, the outer price, the outermost price on its market grid. So at this sort of level, if you haven't exited, you should be. This is the final call to exit. You know, at this sort of levels, you know, good. You know, but you have to be careful. It's a low flow stock as well. You have to be careful. You know, never buy this. You know, so. But indeed, short sellers you can tell it short, maybe this might be the opportunity to do so. But at the same time as well, it you could be surprised and it will expand even further. And you know, but surely I think there isn't very much risk for people who want to sell it short. They will it will indeed at some point come back. Yeah. Yeah, let's see, 440%. Okay, let's see. Okay, yes, give me a minute. I'll have a look at UPXI. It's down again. It's now down this morning. Naturally, that will be the outcome. Just it's ran up huge gains like GLS was the biggest gain I want to believe yesterday. Okay, yeah, this is, yeah, it's pulling back from those highs. This is the 4-hour chart. Yeah, yesterday's closed, it closed at 18.22, now down. Yeah, I think it's a low float stock as well. It's coming to trade into this into the wedge that is has been formed by the interaction of its 10 and 21 period moving averages. And it's as things stand right now, strength is expected. Strength is expected to remain in place. High prices are expected up till tomorrow's noon. Tomorrow noon in New York, and after that we might see weakness coming. So as things stand right now, this could for today's session, there's a chance that that might we may see a rebound again, maybe or maybe not. If this is a 4-hour chart, so it takes time for these algos to this extrapolations to react, because obviously they are 4 hours. So with time, if this weakness is still in place, then we might see a change. But if it picks up, then if it pivots from here and goes up, we might see something different. Yeah, if anything, you could say take this 18.1 and 18.1 and then 9.95. That's almost 9. And then if you that's roughly $9 or that, but just let's say $8. It multiplied $8 by 1.61. Let's see. 8.8 multiplied by 1.618, you have 12.99. I add that to the current price of 9.95, you have 22.89. This is the potential it can do based on what we have seen it do. But I mean, it will be foolhardy to expect that it should do something like that, but just based on what it has done, it's not out of place to, statistically, I mean, mathematically, it's not out of place to project such prices, so let's see now. No upper projections are here. The algos are not projecting anything like that. They are projecting lower prices. We have 1.06, 1.41, 1.97, yeah. So but if they are pumping the stock and all that, then it's the sort of prices you can expect to see to 22.89. And for it to retest this high of $18, that probability is there. We can see, let's see, 14.27 for instance. Okay, the probability naturally is there, but we are not seeing over here is where I have the moving averages. They're not okay. Let's see, we can try it's the moving averages on the way up. Okay, they're not indicating any they're indicating prices that are, yeah, you can see the moving averages are all very or much smaller than the price itself, indicating that by the probability of it retesting these highs may not be there statistically based on the data available. But if just by casual random assumptions, then I mean, just because it has done it before, you could say that, but that's not it's not out of place to say that it can retest them, because but at the same time as well, there isn't any strong statistical probability that warrants one to expect that thing to retest them. But if it does retest them, based on what it has done, based on its pullback towards this level of 9.99, and then also with the reference to where it's currently trading now, and then with the use of Fibonacci extensions. I only just used one Fibonacci extension, 1.618, to get that projection of 22.89. So but I mean, it shouldn't one shouldn't expect that to be the case. I mean, naturally, it has done a lot already. I mean, left me, I would say that today will be the day it's going to print lower prices, since it didn't print it yesterday. But you never know, it may tomorrow or afterwards it could begin to retest those highs again. Yeah, we've seen that again. We used there's a pivot here. There was there was a price point here, 8.79. Here is 8.82. Yeah, on the 4-hour chart is 9.99. So here as well, in the 3-hour chart, high prices are projected up till today. By the close of today's session, is expected on this 3-hour chart that it's going to keep up some strength. So if this turns out to be the case, 9.8, then we might see such prices. We may see a retest of the previous highs. So we are looking at, look, as of the time it was trading at $18. Okay, this is 14.46 on this 3-hour chart. The 10-period moving average was at 7.78. So it looks like the price it's trading, it seems it's trading at a 100% premium to its 10 period moving average. Yeah, so if this is if that is transferable, then 9.8 will be somewhere around $18. Yeah, or $20, will be somewhere close to $20 if everything is transferable, if it's like for like, if it's synonymous, you know. Yeah. UPXI down 19.82%. Yeah. Okay, yeah, let's see what next. GELS, we were looking at it earlier on. Okay, we'll have a look at PLTR. Palantir's up 1.27%. But okay, let's see, there's some news here about UPXI. Okay, it's one of the pre-market decliners. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, PLTR. Let's see what we have here. This is the 3-hour chart. We have a couple of projections. First of all, with downward projections, we have 81.34, 83.54, 87.12. Upper projections 96.17, 98.79, 100.41. Okay, let's see what next. On the 3-hour chart for Palantir, let's see. Holding the gain of 1.32. Is there any news? It was quiet yesterday for Palantir. Maybe ignore that. Let's look at SLI. SLI, yeah, got a rejection yesterday. It spiked actually to all the way towards 2.52, and now it's down. But high prices are expected up till tomorrow's. The whole of today's trading session is expected to be strong. Yeah, SLI up 25%. I'm thinking, why is it up 25%? Did it spike today? Was it as a result of yesterday? Maybe it hasn't reflected anything yet. Okay, let's have a look at the what's this? At the 1 minute chart and see. Yeah, the company got a designation from the U.S. government, the U.S. administration concerning it's one of its lithium sites. So we have here 1.85 or upper projection. It has actually printed such highs. We have here as high as in this session, in the very early hours, we have 2.1. It's coming from those lows, from those highs, 2.1. The probability of it retesting them is there. Let's see. We can just quickly have a cursory look. Okay, 1.99. You can see the moving average. This is where I have the moving averages. This is where I have them here. We have 1.99 against 1.98. A moving average of 1.99 against a projection of 1.98. That tells you that the probability of it printing 1.98 is more than 50%. It could even be more. We have 1.98 as well here. 1.97. So yeah, very probability of it doing that is there. 1.93. So by the time you add those four values, you probably get a value that is higher than 1.98. And then if you come all the way down here, as well, let's see, moving average 1.99 as well. This is for its 10 period moving average. Here we still have 1.99. Here 1.99. For this is moving average I'm talking about now. 1.99 as well. 1.99. So the probability of it retesting 1.99 statistically is there, more than 50%. Let's have a look at HOLO. Yeah, thank you all very much for joining. Please leave a thumbs up. Yeah, I mean, look, man, that's really good. That's really good. It's, I think the good thing that all of us know that some of these stocks are just trade opportunities, but and then if we're comfortable with it, we do so. Sometimes it's like that. So yeah, that's cool, man. That's really cool. But there's still opportunities, but I think there may still be opportunities on UPXI, but just be really careful, man. Just be really careful about how you go about that. So yeah, just be careful, man. Okay, let's move on to HOLO. Let's see. Okay, this is the 1 minute chart, and let's see what's going on. Couple of projections here, upward and downward. A bit unusual to see HOLO trading at double digits prices. Yeah, obviously because it's the reverse split has taken place. So upper projections we have 15.79, 16.116, and then 16.14. Is that what we have? Yeah, I think that's what we have. Yeah. Let's get the news. It's I think it's probably one of the top pre-market gainers. Yeah, it's one of the gainers in this pre-market session. Okay, let's see. Let's move on to the next one, MLGO. Let's see what's going on. This is the 1 minute chart. Here we have upper projections. We have 12.43, 12.57, 12.66. We can come down and have a look at the 4-hour chart. 1 minute is very brief. Here we have let's see what we have. We have upper projections. Let's see, we do 12.24. We can quickly see what's going on right now. Let's see. MLGO up 3.88%. Yeah, so let's see. We have some projections, upper projections: 12.24, 13.9, 16.72, 18.47 for MLGO. We had projections before now. We had 16.55. All those came, those printed, and trying to retest them again. 16.55, 19.03, 22.67, 25.55. Let's see, statistically, let's see, 27.02. I wouldn't say statistically, just a random look at it, a random observation, because it's coming down from those highs. But statistically, you probably have to just just test them with the moving averages, and you'll be able to, if the moving average is more than the price you're looking at, then statistically it is likely that they can print. You can see here 16.74 has a moving average of 10-period moving average. As a matter of fact, all the moving averages apart from the 200 moving average, 200 period moving average. So this is where the moving averages are. So I have the projection here at so I placed my cursor against the price line, against the price data point. We have the projection is 16.74. You can see all the moving averages apart from the, so I mean, you have to take one moving average at a time. If you like, you could decide to combine all of them and then find an average, but mathematically it may be a bit controversial. I think your best bet is to do them individually. You state each case. So based on the 10-period moving average, based on the 21-period moving average, based on the 40-day moving average, based on the 200-period moving average, this is the probability. It just gives you an idea over the 10-period time frame. So a 10-period time frame on the 4-hour chart will be over 40 hours. Over 40 hours. The probability of it printing, of it retesting 16.74, because the moving average is more than because the moving average is more than the projection you have. The projection is 16.74 and the moving average is 18.76. By the time you do the calculation, you find out that you have a probability that is more than 50%. So let's try 18.41 we have here as well. For the 10-period moving average, that is over 40 hours, then we have a probability that is most certainly more than will be more than 50% as well. Yeah, it could even be more, So yeah, this is what's going on with MLGO. There is an interaction here. So higher prices are projected. Prices are projected up till the peak will be somewhere around Thursday the 24th, and after that, it may, when it gets there, it may consolidate. So by then the price might come into this price range, into this wedge the space that is projected, but that the interaction of the 10 and 21 period moving average has in place here. This is what is projected in the coming hours. It may not happen. Things can suddenly happen. Things can change. The bots and the machines that they are using to pump the stock could come suddenly and pump it up to, or even pump it or dump it down. So whenever such happens, the price will these projections will change. So equally as well, if it plunges down, then you can see if it plunged down, then there is an indication that it will contract that plunge and then maybe expand again. So two things: a possible plunge will be contracted and then expanded. So expansion meaning price going up again, and then if it expands, then it will move it will consolidate as well. So each this is like a in physics, this will be a compressor. This side compressor, this side so this side is a compressor, and then this is turbine. So compress, the plunge, and then expand, and then something else will happen. Compress, expand. So that's what's going on. Let's have a look at the next one. Will be NVDA. NVDA, come under attack from Chamat, and also people have been reacting as well. I had a reaction on Chamat. Somebody was commenting on stock tweets that also reminding everybody that Chamat himself has his own history as well. They accuse him of being a scammer. Funds or backs phony SPACs, and those SPACs don't materialize in anything as well. So coming from a guy like him, criticizing NVIDIA criticizing NVIDIA and alleging that you could see allegations, but the facts are there. Concerning who buys NVIDIA's chips, especially the H20. That H20 now, they will need license to sell them to China. And indeed as well to sell them. I think. Let's see now. Let's see what it says here. NVIDIA's H20 AI exports to China now needs a US license, leading to a $5.5 billion charge in Q1. Okay, so they've been charged that already, I think. New restrictions may hinder growth as these chips end $15 billion in 2024. Okay, I don't exactly know whether they charge them that or not. $5.5 billion, but they're saying new restrictions may to China is exports to China. Okay, but at the same time, it doesn't say what's going to happen to other countries. The other countries it mentioned, Chamat was pointing out, it has Cambodia. He was saying Cambodia, what sort of apps are we seeing from Cambodia that's such a big game changer that they will be buying they will be accounting to billions of dollars worth of NVIDIA's revenue. And then Singapore, two other countries you mentioned there. Sorry, not Cambodia and some other countries. So, but never say never. You can't. It's not enough to say apps. You haven't seen any app, any super app or those kind of things from Cambodia and all those kind of things. But you never know. You and I don't know what's going on. There could be apps and stuff, applications and all that stuff in Cambodia and some of those other countries that are doing things that surely there's no doubt about that, doing things that you and I don't use. Who says it's not enough to? I don't think it's enough to make that case. But at the same time as well, you can equally argue that it is indeed because we've seen how some Chinese companies operate. They shift their operations. When with the tariffs that came in place when in Trump's first previous administration, they moved some of the operations to some of these countries, Vietnam, yeah, and then from there they could begin to export to the US. So you really can't rule out the fact that that is probably what that indeed Cambodia is buying. People in Cambodia are buying them for onward shipment to China. So the other thing I was saying there was that whenever there's a significant improvement, suddenly you see maybe DeepSeek comes up, or you see Alibaba suddenly capable of doing things, and all those kind of things. So yeah, but it depends on who you ask. Yeah. The fact that anyway, the fact that Chamat himself is not that credible does not invalidate the truth. People can be detractive. They can be detractive, and if they are being detractive, does not mean that the truth that they are using in their detraction is not has stopped being the truth. It's just that yeah, it doesn't mean that the truth that they are trying to point out would have stopped being the truth. So yeah, right now let's see what's going on with NVIDIA. NVIDIA up 0.73%. .74% now. Okay, we'll have to have a look at what is this? NVIDIA. This is not NVIDIA. Yeah, okay, let's see now. We have something came up here for core weave. Let's see, we can have a look at core weave. Okay, let's see. NVIDIA backed core weave gets largely bullish coverage from brokerages. Okay, so the stock has failed to gain traction with investors following a lackluster IPO. Among the 5 major brokerages covering core weave, Goldman Sachs had set the highest price target of $54, while JP Morgan had the lowest of $43. The stock, which was priced at $40 on its IPO, is currently trading at 6.25. After the expiration of the industry required quiet period, the brokerages started coverage of the stock, citing the company's strong foothold in the booming AI infrastructure market for their bullish stance. CoreWeave exhibits a track record of being first to deploy next-gen GPUs, making it difficult for other hyperscalers to claim industry leadership. What is that? Starting off. Okay, well, yeah, it's not just a statement. It means, yes, because they have done that, they are actually gaining an advantage. I mean, it's not just a statement. It's not just a statement. By them doing so, they prevent hyperscalers from doing so to some extent. I guess there has to be that. CoreWeave offers access to data centers and high-powered NVDA chips, which are highly coveted in the competitive AI development landscape. However, they also express caution about its over-reliance on some of its customers and a tough market backdrop. Volatile macro and equities backdrop may limit investors' willingness, according to Morgan Stanley, as it started to cover with an equal weight rating. Let's see. Last year, CoreWeave whose 32 data centers house over 250,000 GPUs, mainly supplied by NVIDIA, generated 77% of its revenue from just its top two clients, one of which was Microsoft. So that's the argument some people have against it. It has a huge reliance on Microsoft. It has a huge reliance on Microsoft. Let's see. Ahead of its IPO, CoreWeave inked a blockbuster $11.9 billion 5-year deal with OpenAI. Okay, so OpenAI is So I guess it's still pretty much the same thing. Or it could still be a Microsoft, I think, because Microsoft is backed by OpenAI. Okay. So Reuters reported last month forging an alliance with the industry's top startup. Close relationship with Microsoft and OpenAI could cut both ways, and customer concentration here does pose a risk, according to Barclays. Yeah. They expect the stock to provide a wild, lumpy, volatile ride, requiring a risk tolerance that may not exist for some investors, according to JP Morgan, warning that the firm's debut debt-fueled, capital-intensive business could pose risks. The IPO was underwritten by a syndicate of 18 banks led by Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan, and Goldman Sachs, and was seen as a pivotal gauge of investor enthusiasm for new listings and AI-related stocks, especially in the light of China's DeepSeek launch. Yeah. So CoreWeave, let's see what's going on with it right now in today's pre-market session. Yeah, if it does well, then if CoreWeave is doing well, then NVIDIA should be doing well. We're talking about 250,000 GPUs, and NVIDIA has already rolled out the roadmap for more GPUs all the way towards 2027. So it will be companies like CoreWeave that will be. I mean, you can see that CoreWeave here is the middleman. We know hyperscalers. So I mean, we're talking about AI going on. I mean, right now. So what this CoreWeave is revealing, among other things, is that it is. If you're peeling out layers, the number one point of contact has to be CoreWeave, and indeed maybe NBIS. They are the ones that actually, it's just like aircrafts. The airlines in some cases get it directly from the manufacturers, Boeing and Airbus, but sometimes it's sometimes that they're not airlines, not all airlines have that clout to relate with Boeing, for instance, Boeing or Airbus, so in this case, CoreWeave comes in. I guess CoreWeave knows some things that the hyperscalers really don't know. Maybe that's how it all began, so they became the middleman here, so um, for instance, you could CoreWeave or some of their employees, maybe from their previous experiences, when these GPUs were being developed, they got to know how they work, and how hyperscalers and indeed other customers can use them. And then from then on, they developed a business model, and from then on, that's how some of these I can imagine, because really nothing stops Microsoft from going to NVDA to get these chips. But indeed as well, Microsoft's you could say, Microsoft's core competence is one of its core competences is cloud services. Yeah, data centers and all. It's something that it does. It's, but at the same time, it may not be as simple as that to conclude that they know the whole details. They will still probably have to rely on third parties like this, like CoreWeave to get everything, to get down to the granular details. I mean, so that there are no complications, there are no guessworks, there are no guesses about how things are going to operate, so that job the service delivery is sustained, delivered, and all of that. So I mean, this is amongst other things how CoreWeave has come to be in place. So this is my opinion. I mean, this is how I'm looking at it. Because yeah, it just goes to show that some of these GPUs are never as simple as that. So as never as simple as that. Indeed, we have individuals, just regular people who buy them, and they use them for gaming and mining cryptos and all that stuff. So yeah. But at the same time, it's when you are hyperscaling them, when you are installing them in data centers, it's a totally different thing altogether. Yeah. So yeah, let's see. I'm trying to get CoreWeave to come up here. So I need more likes. Please go ahead and give a thumbs up. Yeah, let's see what's going on with CoreWeave. CRWV. No. CRWV. This is a 4-hour chart. Obviously, it hasn't been trading for a very long time. Hasn't been trading for some time. Hasn't been trading for a long time. So we have here downward projections: 34.94, 31.67, 29.65. No, 29.65. No upper projections on the 4-hour chart. If the 4-hour chart is this scanty, then the daily chart would equally be scanty as well. So before now, there were projections of 52.69, 50.71, 47.51 as of Monday the 14th. Not in play at the moment. Okay, let's see. Okay, yeah, let's have a look at the SMCI. Core we've up 2.27%. SMCI up at 0.81%. Let's see whether there's any news concerning SMCI. Apple is let's see what's going on with it. Apple is up 0.64%. Okay, let's see what we have in terms of projections on this 4-hour chart for Apple. We have downward projections. We have 165.56, 170.42, 178.27. Upper projections 196.28, 198.75, 200.27 for Apple. Let's see what next is. Tesla. Let's see what's going on. Okay, on this 4-hour chart, as things stand right now, We have some projections. They're all upward projections: 278.88, 296.07, 306.68. So obviously this is a 4-hour chart. Projections are very short term, so high prices are projected all the way towards Friday the 25th. Maybe is expecting that its earnings are going to be good. I don't know if that will be the case. The company will be announcing its earnings outcomes today. Yeah, and inside as U.S. equity futures rise pre-bell. Yeah, okay. Okay, stocks rebound pre-bell as traders gauge Trump's renewed call for rate cuts. Okay, U.S. equities were higher or are higher in this pre-market session, rebounding from yesterday's slide as traders await quarterly earnings from Tesla. Okay, automaker Tesla is scheduled to report earnings after the closing bell. Trump's latest comment on interest rates weighed on investor sentiments yesterday. He said the U.S. economy could slow down unless the Fed lowers interest rates immediately, and that there is a virtual no inflation in the country. Okay. Yeah. So no, I'm looking at gold. No, have to look at Tesla. Okay, let's see Amazon. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see. Okay, we have some projections, down projections: 156.79, 161.41, upper projections 168.88. Google, let's see. Google has a couple of projections here. We have downward projections. We have 148.74, 146.13. Upper projections 158.86, 164.57, 168.11. Okay, Google up 0.67%. Okay, let's get back and see what's going on with GELS. Okay, up 468.89%. Yeah, now trading even higher highs from where we last left it. Trading outside of its price channel right now. Short sellers might take advantage of that because they may be expecting it to come back into this price channel. So yeah, let's see what's going to happen. Let's just observe and see. Let's observe and see how they are going to scalp the stock now. I think it was 520 before. Yeah, they're trying to bring it back. They know that it's going to come back. They have a guide. They have, you know, this price channel gives them an indication, and it gives them a premise of how they, as things stand right now, the whole setup is such that it's expected that it's going to come back. It's going to come down. You know, even though things have changed a bit. When that candle was hollow, then it presented a sell opportunity, a shorting opportunity. Yeah, it's gradually coming down to that price channel. Yeah, lost $0.2. So $0.2 will be something less, maybe 4% or thereabout. Yeah, it's coming back into the price channel. Yeah, they're scalping it, bringing it down. But when it comes out, trades out, then it becomes a buying opportunity. So some people might be literally, you know, like here, they would have, this is a buying opportunity. They'll come down here and buy it, you know. And especially in this pre-market session when the market hasn't opened, you know, sometimes some of them believe that it's going to hold some of the gains. It's going to be trading within a certain range, at least for this pre-market session. Maybe when the market opens, we may have something totally different. We may have the stock trading differently. I mean, or trading in a certain direction, maybe giving up the gains and all that, you know. So let's see. We haven't seen any news behind. It's a biotech company in Australia. Yeah, no news yet. Okay, let's look at WN. Yeah, we need to find out what's going on with WNW. MIUI technology. Okay, to regain the compliance with NASDAQ. Okay, let's see. Next one is OBIO. Orchestra Biomed. Okay, FDA breakthrough approval for blood pressure device. Orchestra Biomed shares a rally after FDA breakthrough approval for blood pressure device. The company said a blood pressure mechanism received breakthrough status from the US FDA, allowing for a speedier review. The company said it received the FDA's breakthrough device designation for an atrioventricular interval modulation therapy. Orchestra's device is an implantable pacemaker that uses conditioned system pacing to reduce high blood pressure in patients with uncontrolled hypertension, increasing risk of an artery hardening condition and certain heart problems. The company estimates that there are over 7.7 million patients in the US that meet the criteria for the device. For the device use described in the FDA's designation, patients at higher risk for mortality and morbidity associated with high blood pressure are the core of the population. They are actively enrolling in the BACKBEAT global pivotal study of hypertensive pacemaker indicated patients in collaboration with Medtronic, according to the chairman and chief executive David Hockman in a statement. Orchestra Biomed has a partnership with pacemaker producer Medtronic for development and commercialization of AVIM therapy for the treatment of uncontrolled hypertension in pacemaker indicated patients. Yeah. That's a positive. That's good. That's good news. That's good news. This is its 4-hour chart. Today it rallied, got a rejection at 3.68. As things stand right now, it has the potential to print higher highs. Yeah, we have 3.53, 3.85, 4.04. Yeah, thanks for joining. Subscribe, like, share. Let's see, let's refresh this. does anything. Okay, OBIO is not really printing high highs. Not the strength is not there. Just not as much. Just 14.44%. Let's see, Panther up 2%. Yeah, things have gone off. Let's have a look at its Panther up 2.06. SLI up 17.86. HOLO up 37.62. Intraday low of 11.21 was printed not very long ago. MLGO up 5.48%, just a modest gain. NVDA up 1.31. SMCI up 1.36%. Apple up 0.7%. Tesla up 1%. Amazon is up 1.36%. Google is up 0.77%. GELS lost some of the gains it got. It ran up in this pre-market session all the way towards 6.14. It printed at some point. Okay, we haven't looked at Microsoft. Let's see. Microsoft up 0.7. Meta up 0.95. CRWV CRWV up 2.22%. Tesla 1.07%. UNH up 0.7%. Still printed further lower prices since that plunge of Thursday the 17th. Panther up 2.11%. GE up 4.29%. Okay, it's an Intel comes maybe. FSLR up 6.75%. FSLR. Triple M up 6.11%. Yeah, thanks for joining. Okay, let's see what's going on with GELS. Okay, 401.11%. We might just be able to see what's is behind the strength it's showing. Let's see, we have some news here, but 1 month old. Yeah, thanks for joining this live session. I'm trying to find out what is behind this trend that GELS is showing. Okay, so far so good, nothing so far. OBIO, we know what's going on with it. For some reason it's not should be showing more strength than it has showed now. Printed intraday high 4.27 coming up from those highs. Okay, we have another mover here, TIVC. Yeah, TIVC up 208%. Let's see what's going on with TIVC. Yeah, low float, 620,000 shares. Yeah, thanks for joining. They're looking at TIVC. Let's see. Okay, let's see. TVC Health reports White House briefing and FDA meetings scheduled positive interest in potential military and defense applications of its product candidates. Let's see. Just got a compliance with nasdaq. Okay, so far that's what the news is. White House briefing and FDA meetings secured positive interest in potential military and defense applications of its product candidates. Maybe more news might come out as the hours progress. We have high prices projected all the way towards Thursday the 24th. Yeah, let's see what's going on projections wise. We have a downward projection of 5.78, currently trading at 11.08. Very high, very steep upper projection. Angle of attack very steep now. Yeah, let's see. Let's have a look at the 1 minute chart. You might get an idea of how things have transpired so far. Yeah, this is the 1 minute chart. It has at some point it reached 12.68. Yes, getting cooling from those highs. Here we have let's see what our projection is saying. We have projection of 13.09, but there's also downward projection of 3.68 on this 1 minute chart. Let's have a look at the 2 minute chart. Two-minute chart, let's see, projection wise, same as on the 1 minute, 13.09, then 3.68 downward projection. 3-minute chart. $13.09 as well, and then 3.68. Weaknesses in terms of momentum, we're not expecting to see more. Five-minute chart, we don't have any upper projection, rather we have downward projection of 3.68. Let's look at the 10 minutes and see. Ten-minute chart, let's see what we have. We have nothing upwards, downwards, 3.68 as well. Yeah, downward projection of 3.68 as well. We're counting down to the open of today's session. We have roughly 37 minutes. So here we have no upper projection, rather downward projection of 3.68 as well in the 30-minute chart. For the 5-minute chart, high prices projected, expect to remain in place up till towards the closing session of up to the whole of up to the rest of today's trading session. That's what is projected on this 45-minute chart. No upper projection, downward projection of 3.68. To our chart, 4.02 upper downward projection. let's see. Yeah, TIVC showing a lot of strength right now. 216.2, 228. Yeah, printed another intraday high, 13.45. It's a low float stock as well, so if you go by that, if you take that projection 13.45 and then 13.45 and 11.57, you have 1.88 multiplied by 1.618. Add that to the current price of 1.35. You have 14.39. You can print 14.39. You can do so. You can't. That's possible. That's possible. But don't bank on that. And equally 16.28. $14.39. Do not bank on that. There's no guarantee that that will happen. Rather expect lower prices to occur. Let's see the 1 hour chart. Yeah, leave a thumbs up if you like what we're doing. Give us a like if you like what we're doing. Let's get going. And yeah, let's see now. Yeah, trading right outside of this. Okay, I have to look at the 1 minute chart here. Okay, so that's that intraday high. It's right trading right inside its price channel, so consolidating this expansion. We saw it trade out here, and they bought that deep, and it's consolidating right now as things stand. Okay, yeah, let's have a look at GELS and see what's going on with it. $364%. We still haven't seen any news. It's a low float stock as well. Okay, let's look at OBIO. OBIO has very good news, but we're not seeing anything the sort we are looking at as it concerns TIVC and GELS. CRWV. Okay, CRWV up 3.35%. Tesla up 1.45%. Let's see. PLTR. Palantir up 2.44%. SLI up 20.71%. The US administration designated one of its sites. It gave one of its sites, one of its lithium sites, a designation. Let's see, 20.71%. That's the gain. HOLO up 29.77%. MLGO up 4.05%. NVDA up 1.56%. SMCI up 1.83%. Apple up 0.92%. Meta up 1.1%. Amazon up 1.57%. Google up 0.88%. Yeah, Microsoft up 0.84. UNH up 0.47%. General Electric up 4.58. FSLR up 7.17%. Triple M up for 5.8%. Okay, let's get back to TIVC. Okay, let's see. MLGO announces it has purchased up to $200 million in Bitcoin and crypto related securities and derivatives, with total cumulative investment income reaching $8.13 million. Let's see what's going on with that. Okay, FMTO has done a reverse split. OBLG, okay. We have OBLG as well. Let's see. Let's see what's going on with OBLG. We have 6 minutes roughly before the market opens. Let's see, intraday high 6.87. let's see, that's that spike. There might be some news, I think. Belonging could enable repurchase of up to 25% of its shares at current market price. Authorized repurchase of up to 500,000 of common stock. 25%. That's maybe roughly 2 million shares available, maybe. We have roughly 2 minutes before the market opens. Okay, we're counting down to the open of today's session. Yeah, the market has just opened. So OBIO is up 11.97%. Let's get what's going on with OBIO. Let's see what's going on with OBIO. Okay, let's see. Let's have a look at the 4-hour chart for OBIO Stock. Yeah, we can see here. Yeah, intraday high 4.27 was printed here. Did we get 4.27 here? No, we have 3.7 here. So in any case, let's see. OBIO, let's see what the news is. Orchestra Biomed shares rally after FDA breakthrough approval for blood pressure device. Orchestra Biomed holding shares rallied pre-market after the maker of medical devices said the blood pressure mechanism received a breakthrough status from the FDA, allowing for a speedier review. The company said it received the FDA's breakthrough device designation for an atrioventricular interval modulation therapy. The company's device is an implantable device pacemaker that uses condition system pacing to reduce high blood pressure in patients with uncontrolled hypertension, increased risk of artery hardening, and certain heart problems. So the company estimates that there are over 7.7 million patients in the US that meet the criteria for the device use described in the FDA's designation. Patients at higher risk for mortality and morbidity associated with high blood pressure are the core of the population. They are actively enrolling in the Backbeat Global pivotal study of hypertensive pacemaker indicated patients in collaboration with Medtronic. Yeah, that's what we have for that's the news from concerning OBIO. Let's see now, as things stand right now, the sort of projections we have some projections. We have 3.53, 3.85 and 4.04 on its 4-hour chart. Let's quickly go down to the daily chart. We have projections indicating that higher prices will remain in place up till Thursday, but so far we're seeing weakness. So far, let's get to trading view. Yeah, weakness, losing ground, losing all the gains it's run up there. While we're looking at it, let's have a look at the daily chart and see. The projections are saying something else, and the market is saying something else. Market is they're taking their profits. Maybe the folks that were there during the pre-market session are taking their profits. So here we have let's see the projections. We have upper projection, we have downward projections. We have 1.08, we have actually 0.24, 1.08, even much lower prices, 3.41 upper projections, 3.76, 3.98. Those are the projections on the daily chart for OBIO. High prices, momentum is expected to remain strong up till Wednesday the 30th. No guarantee that that will be the case. High prices are equally projected all the way towards Tuesday the 6th of May. Yeah, OBIO on the move, or rather positive news. Okay, let's quickly move on to TIVC. Let's see what's going on with TIVC, up 221.43%. Printed intraday high of $13.45. Yeah, let's see what's going on. This is the 1-day chart. This is the 4-hour chart. So on TIVC we have let's see what the projections are saying. We have a downward projection of 5.78 on this daily chart, on this 4-hour chart, but we have based on what it has done, we think, and being a low float stock as well, it has around 600,000 shares, we think it can print even higher highs based on what it has done, but you can't bank on that. We have 14.39, There's absolutely no guarantee that that will happen. We have 16.28, no guarantee and no justification of such projections, you know. Let's see what we can what we get. Let's see, it's okay, let's see. TIVC Health System soars after meeting with White House and FDA. Let's see. It says it provided briefings at the White House and FDA with secured positive interest in potential military and defense applications for its biologic and bioelectronic product candidates. Separately, the company says it discussed the potential for expedited pathways and support for export opportunities for its lead and experimental immunotherapy drug called entolimod. Entolimod is being tested in a late-stage study in patients to treat acute radiation syndrome, a condition caused by exposure to high doses of ionized radiation. So yeah, that's what's going on. High prices are projected, but momentum is not supported. It's not supporting that. Momentum is expecting weakness to remain in place from today's trading session. Based on its 4-hour chart, let's have a look at the daily chart and see what's going on. On the daily chart, some strength is strength is expected to remain in place up till when? Up till Tuesday the 6th of May, and by then momentum will be already flat, but as of now momentum is expected to remain strong up till Wednesday. Yeah, so here we have our own projections. We have up to 16.28, you know, and like I mentioned, there's no justification for that because, you know, indeed you could say that the low float nature of its float, you know. But regardless of our own projections, we have downward projections here. We have 8.78, yeah, and some other ones that are not in play at the moment. Yeah, so yeah, that's what's going on for TIVC. Yeah, upper projections by our own estimate all the way towards 16.28. There's no guarantee that it will print. It's a low float stock. Before 16.28 we have 14.39. Okay, let's have a look at GELS. GELS, let's see what's going on. It hasn't been trading for a very long time. I haven't found any news. GELS up to 193.33%. I think it's equally a low float stock as well. Printed an intraday high of 6.14. It's giving up decent amount of the gains it ran up. Still on this 1-hour chart is still trading outside of its price channel, expected to come back into it. Let's see, let's have a look at the on this 1-hour on this daily chart. We have a downward projection of 1.03. let's have a look at the 4-hour chart and see. Yeah, it's got a rejection up there at 4.2. So coming back now, we have a downward projection of 1.16. Yeah, 1.16. HOLO is let's see. HOLO is up 14.8%. .14%. Let's see. On this 4-hour chart, what do we have? We have reverse split has taken place. So we have a couple of projections. We have downward projection of 5.8, even lower prices. Some are saying that dilutions might occur. We have upper projections of 18.44, 21.13, 22.79. Let's see now. Lower prices are projected. We have downward projection of all the way down to, let's see now. Lower prices are projected up till tomorrow, and then after that, high prices are projected for both 10 and 20. It's 10 and 21 period moving averages. Momentum is also expected to spike by tomorrow the 23rd, and remain like that up till for the whole of tomorrow the 23rd. The spike is expected for HOLO Stock. Let's have a look at its daily chart. Okay, it's flat here now. Okay, let's see what we can pick up. So yeah, upper projections, we have 39.1, 47.31, 52.38. No guarantee that any of those will happen. Let's see now. Momentum is expected to pick up by up till from let's see from when is it expected to pick up. Momentum is expected to pick up by tomorrow, if not even today, the 22nd, and then peak by Thursday, by Friday the 25th. Yeah. Okay, let's see. OBLG. Let's see what's going on with OBLG. This is its daily chart. OBLG. OBLG up 50, giving up some of the gains, up 58.46. Let's begin with the 4-hour chart. Yeah, this is the 4-hour chart for OBLG. Let's see what's going on. Let's get the news. Okay, yeah, approves a share repurchase, could enable repurchase of up to 25% of shares at the current market price. Okay, let's see now. We have here downward projection of $2.1. We have projection of higher prices up till Thursday the 24th, but momentum is expected to peak by today's trading session in a few hours. Yeah, this is its 4-hour chart. So let's have a look at the daily chart for OBLG. OBLG. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, high prices are projected up till Monday the 5th of May, and the momentum is expected to remain strong. It may weaken and then pick up again by Thursday. Yeah, OBLG. Let's get the projections. No upper projections. We have downward projections for OBLG. Okay, CRWV. Let's see now. Our best bet will be the 4-hour chart for CRWV for CrawlWeave. Yeah, this is what's going on. Let's see. A couple of projections we have here. We have downward projections, no upper projections. Yeah. 29 on this 4-hour chart. We have 29.65, 31.67, 34.94. Let's CRWV up 3.35%, 4.4% now. Couple of upgrades concerning the stock. Let's see now. We have couple of projections we had earlier on. Let's see if I can find it somewhere. Let's see if I can find any projections we had earlier on. Okay, but in any case, somewhere maybe we have it somewhere. Yeah, let's see, let's read out what they're saying. NVDA back CrawlWeave rises as brokerages start with largely bullish coverage. Yeah, let's see. JP Morgan starts with overweight for the $3 price target, and says CrawlWeave enjoys backing of NVIDIA, perhaps benefiting from premier status as a test bed for cutting-edge products. Barclays has $48 price target, sees upside to CrawlWeave's niche of selling the largest deployments to the most sophisticated customers and building infrastructure quicker than peers. Goldman Sachs $54 price target. CrawlWeave is a leading provider of AI compute at scale, sitting at the cusp of a massive paradigm shift. Yeah, that's the latest for CrawlWeave. Couple of upgrades. Previous upper projections all the way towards 52.42, holding the gain of 3.6%. Okay, UNH is still showing weakness. Still showing weakness. Yeah, let's see now. Let's see what the latest is. Okay, as things stand right now on its 4-hour chart, lower prices are projected. However, momentum is expected to come back into the stock. We're expecting momentum to kick in at in this session, yeah, kick in and then continue all the way towards remaining place all the way towards Friday. But the projections are not indicating anything of that nature, so as things stand right now, you have a projection of upper projection of 551.62, 551.624 UNH. Yeah, let's see whether we can get some news. United Health stock fell 6.3% following a 22% drop, marking its largest decline since 1998. It hit $4.37, its lowest since April of 2024, and it is a top dial loser. Okay, it spent $1.7 million on executive security in 2024. Okay, let's see what we have on its daily chart. Yeah, let's see. Here we have in terms of projections 574.38, something similar to what we have on its daily, on its 4-hour chart. So weakness in terms of momentum is expected to remain in place, and then maybe a bottom is expected to print by Monday the 20th of April, and then momentum will kick in as well all the way towards Friday the 2nd of May, and something similar in that sort of as it concerns its 10-day moving average. So a bottom is expected to print on Monday the 1st of May, and then a pivot will occur from then. Yeah, so on its 4-hour chart concerning UNH, let's see, is something going to happen, something dramatic going to happen. We have here we are what is projected is a sudden spike in momentum by today, but we haven't seen anything yet. And projections go all the way towards 551.624 UNH. Yeah. Okay, FSLR is yeah. Let's see what's going on with FSLR. FSLR, let's see now, up 12.14%. Something big is going on here. Yeah. We have printed high of around 139.28. Still showing strength. Yeah, this is its 4-hour chart. So this momentum is expected to weaken. Let's see what we have in terms of projections. We have downward projections, nothing upwards on this 4-hour chart. We have 108.89, 117.75, 116.38, all of them downward projections. Let's see what the news is. First solar rose 5.8% in this pre-market session after the US imposed tariffs on solar cells from Southeast Asia, addressing allegations of unfair pricing by Chinese firms. Okay, yeah, that's some good news for the stock. Let's see now what the news is saying. Solar stocks gain as US finalizes tariffs on Southeast Asian solar imports. US-based solar companies, on the move in this pre-market session. This is part of a year-long case where US firms had accused Chinese companies of flooding the market with unfairly cheap goods and endangering their US investments. Tariffs targets Chinese solar firms such as Jinko Solar and Trina Solar. Cambodian products to face duties of more than 3,500%. Oh wow. Finalization of tariffs hinges on a June vote by the International Trade Commission assessing whether the industry suffered material harm from cheap imports. So yeah, First Solar is doing well, but the algos are not on this 4-hour chart are not factoring that. It's not factoring in that these spikes. So previous highs we have previous projections we have 148.28, 144.43, 138.20. 138 will be a downward projection. So let's look at the daily chart and see. Okay, here we have some positive projections. We have things that are looking positive here. Momentum is expected to begin here, just as it is going on today. So it's expected to remain strong up till tomorrow. And then high prices are projected up till Monday the 5th of May. On this daily chart, we have upper projections of let's see what the upper projections we have 144.09, 148.79. There are downward projections. We have 136.48, 117.22, 120.62, 126.12. Let's have a look at the weekly chart and see. In the weekly chart, what we have for First Solar, what we have diverse range. We have downward projections 93.45, 118.14, and then upper projection of 158.1. Momentum is expected to remain strong up till Monday the 16th of June, but a wedge is forming here on this weekly chart, and it's indicating that some contraction is going to happen. Then after that, maybe some expansion with a bias to the downside, maybe. Yeah, from Monday the 16th of June. Yeah, after that, yeah, some contraction will happen, but higher prices are projected up till then, up till Monday the 9th of June. Before now, there were projections all the way towards 271.36, 257.07, 233.93. Yeah. So see what you make of FSLR. Yeah, let's see what has happened. 12.95%.